some of this stuff, I'm gonna tell y'all, some of the stuff I be explaining, it's difficult to just understand on a like general scale. And this is why, like, I always tell y'all, you know, book a one-on-one. You could text 678-965-0698, book a call, and get your own clear understanding on how to just do better with relationships. It's a lot of people, like, they struggle to understand because they were never taught, right? And then your mindset is fixed on how you think things should be based on what you saw in your upbringing and what your program. They struggle to accept, understand, take in different viewpoints and skills that are actually healthy for a relationship. Like, you will be surprised how many people don't have teamwork or team building skills. This is why you attract what you attract. Like how somebody just commented, narcissistic men. Like, people that deal or have dealt with narcissistic men, you have something in you that attracts a narcissist. Y'all got to realize what you're saying about yourself when you say stuff about others. Like, what you attract, predators, they prey on a certain type. You are that type. A lot of times, narcissists go for people, watch this, with low self-esteem, unable to make decisions, don't have boundaries, like they always on that I don't know, don't have clear boundaries for themselves, self-esteem or self-image be in a space where it's low. This is why the fuck you attract them type of dudes that you attract. You can't get right in the inner, which is why you keep attracting people that just ain't right. And a lot of y'all, nobody ever explained this to y'all. So you go around believing there is some sort of justifying for yourself in explaining how you deal with these or you've dealt with this certain type. No, boo, you attracting that. Because people that are in a healthy space, that have boundaries, that we know how to assertively communicate to motherfuckers. We know how to stand on a decision, whether it be a good decision or a bad decision. We follow through as an adult with what we decided. We don't attract those type of people. Because they can't penetrate with us. Those of y'all that care too much and you lack boundaries in certain areas that have to do with reciprocation of energy, you're great. You're great. She definitely not going to comment again because they come on here thinking they're going to get some sort of weird victim-minded shit and it's not going to happen. But when you one of them people that you don't understand reciprocation of energy, meaning you don't have standards for yourself as far as how much or knowing when not to keep giving yourself away or giving. When you don't have this type of shit, you're a perfect match for a user. So for a lot of y'all that your testimony is, girl, he used me. Child, he this, he that. I was getting used. I was getting this. You're just the type for that. You're the type for that. This is why I offer my services to everybody. Because a lot of y'all, you don't realize, you think I'm being hard or tough or some kind of way online. I'm telling your ass what the fuck is real. Like, I'm breaking down psychology to a very basic level so y'all can start to understand more about yourself. If I am a user, I don't want to be fucked off with nobody who got boundaries and they're going to not let me use them. They're going to, only give so much and then start saying no as a complete sentence. I don't want one of them bitches. I want one of the bitches that I can convince to keep giving and keep giving and keep giving till I break her the fuck down. Then I'll be nice to her, love bomb her a little bit, and then make her give more and give more and give more and never give back to her ass. And her self-esteem so motherfucking low, she thinks she, got it figured out with how to deal with me. Or she online just worrying about what others think and trying to maintain this relationship so she gonna let me use her and do her in and keep going. That's what I want. So for a lot of y'all, you don't realize when that's your testimony, you're that type for that. When you change certain things about yourself, when you get on a journey like how I help so many of these men and women get on, you don't even start to come in the vicinity of the type of people that you used to. They don't, not because you leaving them alone. They leaving your ass alone. And I've told y'all this, like, it's people that, I grew up with, people that know me. I don't even have to say it. They're like, yeah, like a nigga can't fuck with you. Nigga gotta come correct. I ain't even said nothing. I didn't tell him that he has to come correct in order to fuck with. I didn't say any of this. But anybody that's targeting people, anybody that's looking for a specific type to be able to get over on, they are able to smell out, sense out what the fuck. Those of us that we are assertive about the things that we want, we give fruit and we expect it back. We not finna sit up and get used, not because we're any better than the next person, but we simply have an understanding for self-esteem, boundaries, levels, and seasons of relationships, self-care. These are things that we took the time to actually get out of our fixed, fucked up mindset and realize we need certain skill sets to do relationships correctly. We're not the type for a narcissist. We're not the type for a user. We're not what they want. Not, it ain't that they ain't what we want. We're not what they want. They don't want to be fucked off. Those of us that from the jump, we want a clear understanding of what we're doing. You only get certain access to spaces and parts of me if you earn that. It's certain people, they ain't gonna fuck off with us. But you can't get in this space. You can't grow. You can't branch out and, do better for yourself when it comes to relationships and choosing if your mind is locked on, I am not the issue. I'm not the problem. There is nothing about me that needs changing. I'm just going to stay where you got to have standards and fucking understanding for self and your ways. And a lot of y'all, I'm going to just be real. You flat out unrealistic about what you actually deserve based on your character. There is what you feel like you deserve based on watching these famous people online, because you can see into their relationships and stuff. There is what you feel like you deserve from watching shit off their looks. There is what you feel like you deserve. Then there is when we meet y'all in the flesh, your fucking character, your ability to be a helpmate or a team player, your ability to lead as a man, your ability to pull your own weight, your ability to know when you're nagging or being fucking annoying or downright unreasonable. Like, these things determine what you actually deserve, because you cannot keep what you can't care for. Things that are valuable, certain shit requires certain skills to keep that in your life. And a lot of y'all, you don't hold those skills. You look great. Wonderful. Bitch, you look beautiful. Nigga, you're fine as hell. But when it comes down to the actual character and the ways to maintain a healthy relationship, a healthy household, a healthy communication cycle, you don't got it. So the shit you telling yourself you deserve, you don't. Them trips you think you deserve to go on with somebody who ain't gonna beat your ass, or lie to you, or cheat on you, or trick you, bitch, you don't deserve it. You don't. Based on your character. Now, based on what you told yourself, the sky's the limit, bitch. Keep telling yourself whatever the fuck you want. But based on how you treat people, how you talk, and when I say treat people, I'm not talking about just being nice, but requiring people to reciprocate back. These are the people that deserve other good people. There's a give and take to this shit. Not I've been beat and used and abused and fucking taken down and been through the highways and byways and Lord help me. No, you deserve just what the fuck you're getting until you wake up and realize I am in my own way with my choices. My life looks the way it looks based on my decisions 1 to 3 years prior to this, or my generational curses that I have not broken yet. Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers want a soap opera love story or some sort of fairy tale, but you don't even have the character for that. You're not even a pleasant person. And when I start talking like this, that's when y'all start to deflect off and want to speak on other stuff. There are a lot of y'all similar to the person I was just speaking to on the phone. If a bitch asks your partner or the people that actually have to deal with you outside of you, I ain't asking you about you, the niggas you done fuck with, the friends you done been friends with, what would they say about your character? That shit is not what y'all think they're gonna say. Half the time, motherfuckers will deem y'all nagging. A lot of people will admit she don't got no boundaries. She don't know when to say no. He don't know how to do this. He don't step up and just take the initiative on certain things. You always gotta tell him. He don't know how to, and he think he supposed to just have bitches following behind him or so-called let him lead when he ain't even pulling his own weight in the relationship. Y'all, the way y'all be viewing y'allself, delusional. Fucking delusional. Motherfucking delusional. But who are we to say anything about y'all fantasy world that y'all live in y'all head? But I'm going to tell you this, in real life, you're going to attract what the fuck you really are. So all that shit, y'all, that's why y'all be telling, I'm a good person and I deserve, that's what you tell yourself. What your character attracting and what you actually deserve based on your character is just what the fuck you getting. Because if you really viewed yourself as valuable, you would have a certain level of, all right, this is all I'm gonna fucking take. My story ain't gonna even get that bad, because bitch, I got some shit where this is a deal breaker. I got some levels, hey, we ain't going there. This is the stuff y'all don't like to hear. Male and female, y'all be delusional. It's a lot of y'all, when I start talking about, like I do Zooms, and this be the Zoom that be having the least amount of people in it. When I do a Zoom on health, diet, and exercise, it be having the least amount of people. It be so many of y'all, like you don't realize, people that are like healthy, right? Talking about health, we're talking about balance, right? People that give a fuck, right? About life in a lot of different angles, right? We care about who we're growing old with. So if I'm going, and I can use myself as an example. If I'm picking a partner, I don't want nobody that want to sit up, eat sloppy and fat, and always talking about they fucking back and legs aching and don't want to take no accountability for what's going on in their body, they mood swings, their attitudes. They don't want to get no new information on being different. If you try to talk to them about diet or health or exercise, they don't want to hear it. They into all kind of unhealthy ass shit and negative shit that affects your gut, your mind, your energy. Yo, I don't want to grow old with a motherfucker like that. So already there's a good majority of us that operate from a healthy space. We don't even want to fuck with you. Just off of that. Don't even know whether you cheat or tell the truth, what your religion is, what the rest of your character like. Just the fact that I know when we get older, I might be stuck with your miserable, sick ass with all this negativity and don't want to hear no new. I don't want to fuck with you. Every time you get up, everything hurting, you sit down, you aching, and you ain't even 45 yet. Like you got the same amount of years down there in front of you that you got behind you. Like we trying to make it to 80, 90 years old, and you already achy at fucking 40 and 45. And then this is the problem. The problem is not that you like that. The problem is the fact that when a bitch try to have a conversation with you about changing your diet, getting some of those things out, stop eating fried food, stay out of a bitch drive-through, let's go join the gym together, let's work out, I don't care if we stay home or we just go to the park and walk. You don't want to hear about none of this. You want a bitch to leave you alone. You're right, you're going to get left the fuck alone, all the way alone, to where the only people that want to deal with you is motherfuckers that's attracted to that type. You get finicky and your feelings hurt. You want to cancel a bitch if they talk about your weight and your health and all that shit. But what's actually going on in reality is that you're killing yourself with the way you eat, the way that you move with yourself. Fuck I'm gonna do with a suicidal motherfucker? I'm trying to live long, strong, healthy, wealthy. What the fuck is we gonna do together? If you bring up, well, let's go see a doctor. Let's go confront. And a lot of y'all, you get to the doctor's office, you lie to them. The fuck is the point of that? You get in there and then you tell, hey, have you been eating this? No. Bitch, you do eat that. The fuck did we come for? I'm just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me, saying the shit that y'all don't want to tell motherfuckers. A lot of y'all people just be users. They trying to fuck with me for what I got. A bitch want the money. A nigga fucking with me for the material stuff. Where outside of those things, what do you have to offer? That's like a restaurant that they got a long menu. Everything on the menu nasty except for the wings, but they keep saying everybody only want the wings. We keep running out of chicken because they won't order nothing else. Well, bitch, the other shit nasty. Everything else y'all got to offer, we don't want it. So we came for the chicken. It's the same for some of y'all. Everything else you got to offer, nigga, it ain't worth a penny. So goddamn it, I'm here for the coins. The fuck? Some of y'all females, everything else you got to offer, the attitude, the way the family household set up, all that shit, we don't want that. That shit trash. So I'm here for the pussy. You fucking or what? If you ain't fucking, I'm out. Because your attitude, your tone, your teamwork skills, your character, what you do with your time all day long, a nigga not into all that with you. So is you giving me the pussy or not? I came for the wings, bitch. Everything else on the menu is nasty. Bitch gonna talk like this, y'all. Oh, so what you saying is they should just fuck with us for the fucks. What I'm saying is, whatever the fuck somebody fucking with you for the most, you might want to weigh that against the other things and try to figure out what the fuck is going on. Y'all laughing. I'm dead for real. This is me just being honest. It's certain stuff. If you trying to attract it, you have to be honest with yourself about what the fuck is going on. And a lot of y'all, you're not willing to do that. That's why the fuck y'all cancel anybody that get on this motherfucker and try to tell the truth. They say something about people weight or people ways or how you keep getting yourself in fucked up situations. Y'all be ready to, oh, don't let them make no money. Cancel them. People be telling y'all ass the God's honest motherfucking truth. Y'all just don't want to hear it. A lot of y'all dudes, the women be telling y'all, look, you ain't it. It ain't got nothing to do with how much money you got and shit like that. It be a lot of y'all, your ways. Like, it's certain shit with y'all you don't want to admit. You don't want to be honest with yourself. That like, okay, look, she got a point. I don't take the initiative on a lot of stuff. I don't actually get involved with things and solve like a man should. Like, she got a point. I get why she run and do this or say, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all just want to, I don't understand why I don't understand why the bitch won't listen when it come to this. I don't understand why this going on with this. Sir, look at your life. You haven't solved much of nothing in your life for yourself. Then you want to go get a bitch and want her to let you run and organize y'all life together. No. You're going to play the back. You're going to play the back, give us some dick in head, and that's what it's going to be. Because all the other stuff on the menu, it's not good, sir. And if you don't like that, simply go change it. The same way if somebody told a restaurant, listen, only thing good on y'all menu is the chicken. If y'all want us to order more than just the wings, more than just the chicken wings, maybe y'all should change the recipe on some of this stuff. Maybe you need to change the menu. Maybe you should hire some different cooks. Maybe you should get some different people back there. Message. I know it went over some of their head, Flex. Some of y'all not being honest with yourself about what the fuck you really got going on. And that's why you get so triggered, because you don't want to talk about it. Easily triggered, because you don't want to hear it. Even when I be talking about parenting, like, who the fuck wants to sit here? I don't give a damn how valuable y'all think y'all kids is. Who the fuck wants to sit here and co-parent with an angry, bitter, aggravating ass bitch that make a problem out of everything? Who wants to? No one wants to do that. So it's like, if you genuinely give a fuck about your children and their well-being and them having enough resources, fuck yourself. Be selfless as a parent when it comes down to making sure your kids get what you need. Bitch, go see about yourself. Y'all don't like when I talk like this. But see, I be speaking as a family member, as a friend, as a member in the community, the people that I watch the shit go on, and I just keep it real. This ain't even got nothing to do with being a guy or a baby daddy. It's a lot of people, I don't fuck with their kids because I don't like their fucking parents and their attitude. Always negative, always making something seem like it's something. I got family members. I don't fuck with the niece or the nephew because of how the mama is. Y'all just walk around acting like a bitch got to put up with y'all, and then you try to manipulate their mental and thinking they dead. You dead ass wrong. You don't fuck with them kids. Are you nuts? Have you met their mom? Have you met their father? Do you see how negative them people is? Every time you come around them, they make an issue out of everything. You think I got to tolerate that? Fuck you and them kids. Respectfully. And they can figure it out on their fucking own. Y'all don't realize you curse your children from having access to certain information and resources. But see, when I go to talking like this, y'all, well, what you trying to say? She giving people justifications to not be there for their children. No, that's the way that you're choosing to view it because you want to skip over what I'm actually saying. What I'm actually saying is a lot of you hoes bitter, aggravating, nagging. You're in a space where everything is unpleasant about dealing with you. We actually love the children. We just don't fuck with you. But because you're the boss over them right now, they don't get fucked with either. Oh, motherfucking well. You don't like it, change your ways, and then people will access the kids more. Oh, but that's too real. That's too much like right for you to say, let me go. Y'all would rather say, come fight for these kids. Come fight for, bitch, I'm not finna fight with a fly over a motherfucking plate. I'm gonna throw that bitch away and go get another one. Y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all want to be told something different. But your character reflects what the fuck you attract. And this is why a lot of y'all watch this. You don't want to hear what I'm saying, but when y'all got older, you realized your mother or your father caused the same problem with you. It was people that stayed away from your ass as a teenager and as a young adult. It was people that you didn't have access to because of your mammy ways, because of your daddy way. You got cursed with that same shit. And some of y'all don't realize it ain't nothing wrong with saying I'm bitter. It ain't nothing wrong with saying I'm angry about how a motherfucker did me. It's nothing. That's called being real. I went over this with a lot of y'all that took my Zoom on co-parenting. I explained it's all right to be honest. I don't fuck with that nigga like that because of what happened in our relationship. So when he or she deals with me, I don't fuck with that bitch because of what happened when we was together, when we had these kids. It's all right to be honest about that. Y'all problem is y'all try to make it seem like you're so unbothered. You're not worried about nothing. You don't feel no type of way. It's fine to say that. It's okay to say, you know what? The way he did me, I really don't fuck with that nigga. So yes, I'll be willing to admit when he called for his kids or when he come around for certain shit or when it's time for us to talk about certain stuff with the kids, I have a certain attitude coming in that motherfucking conversation. Hey, it's nothing wrong with being honest. But see, honesty ain't a part of y'all culture nowadays. It's like whoever could act the fakest about being unbothered. When everything about y'all interactions show that you're bothered. A lot of y'all niggas, you need to admit that. Bruh, it ain't just all her. I don't like the bitch. I really don't like my baby mama. Like, after the stuff we went through in the relationship, it ain't. If y'all start being more honest with yourselves about why the co-parenting situations be so drama-filled and aggravating, you could get somewhere. Step number one, admit you have a problem. Y'all don't like to admit that you have a problem. You like to say that the other person is the problem, but no, you have a problem. Some of y'all was lied to, cheated on, left high and dry, tricked, tried, raped, robbed, pillaged, whatever the fuck is your testimony in these scenarios where these children were born. Some of y'all was lied to, lied on, sat on, got off, whatever. And it's a normal human thing to feel some type of way about being done that way. Y'all want to dress up, put on wigs, makeup, and design and make it sound, I ain't studying nothing. And the shit deep down, breaking you down inside. And what I mean by breaking you down is, no, you don't look fucked up, but you look fucked up. Meaning everything you try to attract and build when it comes to having something organically for yourself, the shit fold. It don't go well because you ain't right within. Right, Fangalee? It's a lot of a self-accountability. It's normal when bad things happen to you or you make poor choices or you pick the wrong person and y'all go through some fucked up shit. It's all right that you feel some type of way. Like I said, but y'all in the day and age where y'all don't want to tell the truth. Y'all want to lie. Y'all want to lie. Y'all come out of pure hell. I'm straight. I'm all right. Bitch, you toe the fuck up. We can tell by the way you talk, how you reference, the way you guard it with the kids. They can't even get no resources. Like, everybody knows successful people have resources. Even when we talk about business, like when I do my marketing and entrepreneurship Zoom and I break down like successful companies and shit like that, the idea or the goal is to get to a space where you build something that you can either let go of and sell for way bigger than what it costs you to start it and grow it, or to develop a company where it becomes a passive stream of income for you. Meaning you have to bring on other people. Meaning you have to have like a space of being willing, to relinquish control. You have to have a space where you're willing to work well with others and be honest that you need people. When you look at like successful companies and things like that, you may have a CEO, or owner, somebody that is running shit from the top. But then they have people around them that specialize in certain areas to be able to keep the business growing or scale it up because they don't know everything. So for example, I might be the CEO, but then I got my PR person that deals with public relations. I got my investment banker that I deal with investing money as the company profits. I got my personal banker. I got my personal assistant. I might have the HR person at the company that deals with human. They know more than me in these other areas. These are resources, people, places, and things that aid in the support of my growth. Your children need that. They need a team. They need more than you. It's just me and mine. They don't need their daddy, or they don't need nobody else. They don't need the other side of the family. So they're limited to only the stuff that you know and the people you've limited them to. And half the time y'all know that I know that y'all know that you don't know a lot. That's why the fuck your life looked the way it looked. Real parents, we're willing to be honest that, bitch, I don't know nearly enough. So my kids need access to way more than just me, way more than just women, way more than just men. They need a plethora of interaction on both sides to get out here in this world and build themselves a team and really grow into something successful. Everybody needs it. Exactly. If we're honest. But you know, y'all, when you be bitter, broken, scarred, fucked up inside, and you lie to yourself on the outside, and as you maneuver through this country and your community and on the internet, you tell yourself things ain't wrong with you that are wrong with you. So again, it goes back to you dress up, you put on designer, you make your page look a certain way to make it look like, I ain't worried about that. Ain't nothing wrong with me. We don't need them. We don't need her. Ain't nobody worried about him. But every decision you make, every conversation you involved in, every entity and energy that you attract is reflective that something is wrong, but you just keep verbally saying something ain't wrong, and y'all think that's manifesting. It's called being delusional. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. These are conversations a bitch don't want to have. Y'all didn't start being more honest. You are sad. You are broken. Some of y'all depressed and you cover it up with, like I said, especially for my people, like depression looks different on us. A lot of times y'all don't realize you going out every weekend spending money that you don't got because you're depressed. Not because you're not depressed, but y'all think depression look like that textbook Caucasian shit that y'all been fed all y'all life. So you tell yourself that ain't me, but in all reality, it don't even look like that on our people. In African American women, anxiety and depression a lot of times shows up in attitude. So you think you sassy and this is just a part of the culture, but bitch, you're actually depressed. You're dealing with some inner stuff. That's why you always standoffish and worried and anxious and attitudish when it comes to certain shit. A lot of that stuff y'all try to label as just being a part of our culture. No, bitch, things are wrong with you. Stop trying to label all African American women as having that type of sass. That's fucking depression covered up under a wig and fucking makeup. And you telling yourself you all right. Standing a drink, standing in the club. A lot of y'all, you vacationing so much just to get away from home. A lot of y'all, you pack up and leave where you was born and raised that thinking that everybody else is the problem to go somewhere new, just to realize when you get somewhere new, you end up going through the same shit you went through at home because the problem is you. My city love to do it. Ooh, how they love to go run to Atlanta. When they go up there and get raped, robbed, and fucked over by all kind of people, then they come back here looking crazy. Don't want to tell us why it didn't work out, but want to tell us all the reasons why they want to get the fuck. Looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. It's a lot of y'all, you struggle with self-esteem issues, but you call it trust issues. So what happens is every time something good does come in your life and things start to go well and there's no drama. Ooh, watch this. There's no drama going on. Here comes that sass that comes out where you look for things wrong because really deep down, you got low self-esteem. You don't actually feel like you deserve a good man or a healthy relationship or a group of friends where you ain't talking about each other or drama ain't going on. So when those things aren't going on, you get anxiety, not because there's drama or anything to be anxious about, but because your self-esteem is low and you're expecting bad shit. Now watch this, right? Human beings are wired to want to be right. So if your inner is wanting you to have a little bit of drama or some sort of chaos, or you don't feel you deserve this, you're going to then self-sabotage the things that are, ooh, y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that. This is why I get on here and I say, book a one-on-one. Text 678-965-0698. Get in a Zoom. Text 678-965-0698. Get yourself some real communication. Stop just walking around lying to yourself and pretending like things are just going to get better on its own. That's not how life works. Be honest with yourself about what you're attracting. And listen, on July 1st, if you're able to get in a room with me in Houston, Texas, you should definitely do it. Because the conversations that I have, the shit's so real that a lot of y'all, the way it's going to hit you, the way it's going to impinge, it's going to be the best conversation you've ever had in your life when it comes to growth and forward progress. Today, I got a discount code on my website. It's June 19 is a discount code. All you got to put in is June 19, and you'll get $60 off your ticket for Houston, Texas on July 1st. You can go to GEAJI.com. That's the website, the link in my bio. Go click it, get your ticket, have a conversation on some real shit instead of that bullshit that y'all be talking about. The tickets are for me live in Houston, Texas. Pull up, get in the room on some real shit. Thank you, Flex. The link is in my bio. Thank y'all for those of y'all that's typing the number. Definitely pull up. For a lot of y'all, you spend that on hair, clothes, bags, designer, trips, liquor, weed, and that shit ain't doing nothing for you to actually grow as an adult, as a mature person. It ain't doing shit for you. Again, the link in my bio. Any of y'all that need to book a one-on-one, text 678-965-0698. Then I'm going to tell y'all, again, the tickets today only is $60 off. So if you go on my website to get your ticket for Houston, Texas on July 1st, just type in June 19 for Juneteenth and get your ticket. Get $60 off. No, what you get online is what you get. When I travel and actually show up in cities, it's for you to come out and get this energy in person. If you can't afford to get that, I don't know what to tell you. I do Zooms on budgeting, multiple streams of income, entrepreneurship, credit, goal setting, so that you can scale yourself up, get your life in a better space financially, so that when you do see things like me live in Houston, you can afford to take off, book you a quick flight, and come on out and get involved. This is how it should be. This is what you deserve. But you won't get this shit. You won't actually deserve it unless you're willing to put in the work to put the foundation down, the stability for you to be able to move like that. This is why I teach things like multiple streams of income. You want to create multiple streams of passive income in order for you to be able to buy back your time, so that when you get older or as you mature and you want certain things for yourself, you're not tied down to a fucking 9 to 5 all day long to where you can't even get out in life and grow. It's a lot of y'all, you ain't taught yourself shit since you got out of high school or college, which gave you the information you needed to go work for somebody else or work a job to be able to make a day-to-day living, right? To just take care of your basics. You haven't taught yourself any new information outside of that. And for that, you've deprived yourself. It ain't right. Yes, I've done one-on-ones with children as young as 8 years old. But I always recommend the parent does a one-on-one first. I also do couple sessions. So if you're in a relationship, anybody that's done a couples one-on-one with me, they know we get down to business. And a lot of y'all need that. This is part of the reason why a lot of y'all need to come to Houston, Texas, because Houston, Texas is cheaper than my actual one-on-one couple therapy sessions. Like those, we get down and we get real. And a lot of y'all, you can't really take it because I don't just side with females because I'm a female, and I don't just side with dudes. Like the shit gets laid out and we sort through real shit. Click the link in my bio. I'll see y'all in Houston, Texas. For those of y'all that's going to pull up. Anybody else, book a one-on-one. Get active with the platform.